Alrighty, so as we know, we are goofily getting Kanata added to the game. From the developer's insights, we learned that apparently she's a pirate, and she's just generically light side. She doesn't have any other affiliations, kind of like Wampa is just generically dark side. Well, I guess she does have other affiliations, but, you know, support, leader, smuggler. I'm wrong about the Wampa, never mind, I got confused for a second there what I was talking about, but you know what I mean. Apparently she's also an unaligned force user. You learn that from a comic, I guess, that probably nobody's read. Anyways, all I know Maz from is, you know, Force Awakens, which we see her as like a shop owner, so I don't know where this pirate stuff comes from and all this, but sure. Anyways, this is the kit reveal, so let's see what they gave her for a kit. Alright, so this is the kit reveal. I don't know what this is all about. This is, oh, okay, this is just an update or something. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I think we're going to come back to this after because I don't know what the F is happening. So we're going to start with the basic like we normally would. Basic, steadfast shot. So we never saw Maz with a gun, but sure, she's got a gun now. Final text. Deal special damage to target enemy and inflict them with healing immunity and pinned for 1 turn. If target enemy is Sith, healing immunity and pinned can't be evaded or resisted. Yep, the pirates with their weird anti-Sith synergy. Special 1, eyes everywhere, cooldown of 5. So what does this do? She, okay, shoots again, and then kind of looks at them like she does to Finn. Final text, dispel all debuffs on all pirate and smuggler allies. If all allies were pirate, and if there were no Galactic Legend allies at the start of battle, call all pirate allies to assist, dealing 40% less damage, and they gain 50% turn meter and have their cooldowns reduced by 1. Okay, that's kind of cool. A lot of little boosts there. Special 2, Keeper of Secrets. Cooldown 4, Zeta and an Omicron. Yeah, so that's like how she has the Anakin's lightsaber and all that. This is like her chest of crap. And oh, look what I found. Final text. Maz steals stealth, resets its duration, and grants it to all non-tank pirate allies, and she steals 1 stack of profit that she granted to enemies from each enemy until the end of the encounter. If all allies are pirates and there are no Galactic Legend allies at the start of battle, inflict all enemies with 3 stacks of expose for 2 turns, and the target enemy's cooldowns are increased by 1. This attack can't be evaded or resisted. Now, the Omicron portion. While in Grand Arenas and there are no Galactic Legend allies. If all allies were pirates at the start of battle, Maz steals an additional stack of profit that she granted to enemies from each enemies. What? From each enemy, I think you meant. Until the end of encounter. And all enemies have their cooldowns increased by 1 instead. If target enemy had lost all 5 stacks of profit given from Maz, death mark them until the end of the encounter, which can't be copied or dispelled. If the enemy already had death mark, set target enemy to 100 max health until the end of the encounter. If target enemy was a Galactic Legend, inflict them with armor shred instead, which can't be dispelled until the end of the encounter. Well, that's boring. Couldn't make it so that they could just have 100 too, and make it so. I mean, I guess you don't really want some stupid character being able to essentially F up a GL, but still, GLs always get the dang big advantage. Ugh. Only to 100 max health, though. That's pretty cool. That means, like, a Royal Guard could even kill it with a Force Pike. Force Pike's weak, but I'm sure it does 100 damage, at least. Unique 1, Ancient Wisdom. Zeta and an Omicron. She should have 3 Omicrons because she is a Conquest character. So, final text. The maximum cap for profit effects is removed for Maz Kanata. At the start of the battle, if all allies are pirates, Maz gains 100% counter chance and 75% critical chance until the end of the battle, and 20% max health and max protection until the first time she is defeated. If there were no GL pirates at the start of battle, at the start of Maz's first turn each encounter, grant all non-pirate enemies 5 stacks of profit, which can't be prevented until the end of the encounter. Whenever Maz critically hits an enemy, she steals a stack of profit from that enemy until the end of the encounter. Whenever an enemy loses all 5 stacks of profit, Maz gains a bonus turn. While in Grand Arenas and there are no Galactic Legend allies, Maz gains 5% mastery whenever she gains a stack of profit for the rest of the encounter. Oh, this is part of the Omicron now, duh. Whenever an enemy loses a stack of profit, give it from us. They also lose 5% offense, stacking max 25% and 5 speed, stacking max 25 until the end of the battle. Whenever a pirate ally inflicts any debuff on their turn, they deal true damage to all enemies once per turn. This damage can't defeat them. Even if they have only the 100 max HP, they still can't be defeated. Ugh. Anyhow. There's a lot of words here, and I just can't wrap my head around what the F this is saying. So yeah, I don't know if that's good or not. Leader. Pirate. Queen. Ooh. Oh, wow. Pardon that. This is dry as F reading all this stuff. Zeta and an Omicron. This should be the last Omicron. Now she only has 3 because she's a Conquest character. So, final text. At the start of each encounter, and if there are no GL allies, all Pirate and Smuggler allies are immune to fear, and they gain Foresight for 1 turn. So that immune to fear nonsense makes me think of the anti-Sith synergies, because who gives out fear? Sith Empire. Whenever Maz gains a stack of profit, all other Pirate allies gain 1 stack of profit until the end of the encounter. Okay, that's kind of cool, because, you know, pirates are all about profit, so while she's getting some, they're all getting some. Whenever a pirate ally with Retribution uses a basic ability, they ignore that enemy's protection. That's good. Goes right after health. Isn't that considered true damage, though? Whenever an enemy attacks out of turn, all pirate allies gain 5% turn meter. 1, that's not bad. You're gaining turn meter whenever somebody wants to attack out of turn. But only 5%, that's kind of low. If there were no GL enemies at the start of a battle, if there is an enemy Sith, pirate allies take reduced damage from percent health effects. Sounds like Vader's Force Crush. And whenever they target an enemy Sith with an ability, they deal 300% more damage and ignore protection. And at the start of each Sith enemy's turn, all pirate allies gain Foresight for 1 turn. Okay. Wait, at the start of each Sith enemy's turn, all pirate allies gain Foresight for 1 turn. So you're constantly gaining Foresight? So how does that work? That means no one will ever be able to take damage. You'd have to have like Vader then to do Force Crush. That way then that gets rid of the Foresight, and then he can have Merciless Master to go to town and try to put damage on you. But otherwise, at the start of each enemy's turn, you're gaining Foresight? While in Grand Arenas, and there are no Galactic Legend allies, so here's the Omicron, Pirate allies gain 30% max health protection and 30 speed. Whenever a pirate, I don't know why this keeps coming out stupidly, whenever a pirate ally scores a critical hit, they gain 5% tenacity, stacking until the end of the encounter. If a pirate ally is instantly defeated by a non-GL enemy, that enemy is deathmarked for 1 turn. So basically, like if Nihilus came along and did his Annihilate, now boop, now he's deathmarked, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. If a pirate ally uses an ability on their turn against an enemy with this deathmark, they instantly defeat them. Okay, so it's tit for tat. Nihilus goes, annihilates somebody, then gets the deathmark. Someone on your team goes, boop, see you later, Nihilus. Which, in a way, that could be kind of cool. Usually when I'm in a battle and there's a Nihilus on the other team, I try to go after Nihilus first because I don't want him annihilating anybody on my side. But, in a way, that could be strategic here because now Nihilus annihilates somebody, then he gets deathmarked, then you do any move. It doesn't have to be serious damage or anything, just any move, boop, now he's dead. So it's not bad, actually. The condition of no Galactic Legend enemies at the start of battle is removed on this ability. Oh, and that is part of the Omicron, right? Oh, man, that is not bad. So now you could have a GL. I mean, that means this could be like with C. The only question I still have then is, would that work on C? Like, what if C, you know, it says instantly defeats. So that's basically like when C goes ultimate and then you do that big lightning storm and you kill the characters that are linked. Would that put a death mark on him and then any move could kill him next round? That'd be crazy. Killing a GL in one move like that? Probably not. GLs always have all kinds of extra protections and stuff, but if they could, then dang. Anyways, how many moves does she have total? I meant to try to keep track of this, but this stuff up here threw me off. And so she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, just 5? Wow, that's a lot of words for just 5. I figured it was at least 6. Anyways, there's something here too. Known issue. Ability text in game will be different for her Special 2 regarding the following. Special 2. Maz doesn't steal profit from all opponents in a mirror match in Grand Arena when Special 2 is used. Special 2. Ability does not properly state that the profit stacks stolen are only from profit stacks Maz inflicts on enemies. The below text is the accurate description that will be updated in-game in the following update. Okay, so what? They originally listed it wrong and then they fixed it? Why even put the edit? Just change it and call it a day. I don't know. Anyways, let's see what the community has to say. Load. There you go. Sweet. Okay, that's a boring comment. Seems okay. Hope pirates have a fleet in the future. All they ask is that Hondo gets a special ability called I Am Flying. I love the iconic scene in Revenge of the Sith where Anakin discovers the younglings hiding from the raid. Master Skywalker, what are we going to do? And Maz Kanata says, that wasn't Maz, that was just some boy. No resistance tag. I don't see how that would make sense. She's just a shop owner and they happen to show up and hang out with her. It doesn't make her resistance. That would be like if Wu-Tang Clan showed up to a place you were at and hung out with you. It doesn't make you a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. Anyone else notice we skipped the Attack of the Clones anniversary, but did 1, 2, 6, and 7? Yeah, I noticed that with the movies as well. What's up with them skipping Attack of the Clones? Like, theaters had a re-release for the 25th anniversary of Episode 1. Obviously, there recently was the re-release in theaters for the 20th anniversary of Episode 3. But Attack of the Clones got just skipped right over. And then this game, too, got skipped right over. Wait a minute. You said 1, 2. Attack of the Clones is 2. So you mean 1, 3, 6, and 7. Maz gets an unaligned force tuner tag. Man, the sooner this bullshit era is over, the better. Pirates were a complete waste of time. Yes, they were. This is stupid. And Maz, I agree, getting an unaligned force. Oh, because in a comic she has it. Who cares about the comic? Nobody reads the comics. Jeez, there's enough visual media for us to enjoy between video games, this game, movies, television series, etc. Nobody's reading the comics. Like, an unaligned force user, it's Maz. We saw what she was like in the movie. Like, she's not some Ahsoka level character who has a force ability. Just unaligned. So yeah, I agree with this guy. So we have Maz, Athano, Quiggled, Kix. Who's meant to be the 5th member? Is Nest or Sana gonna get some touch-ups or something? Oh, actually, yeah. Wasn't Nest supposed to be a pirate? I guess they're saying touch-ups for synergy, right? Oh, and by the way, in the middle of this big mess, you lot call pirates, releasing an Omicron update for an older character would actually put a little smile on some people's faces. You know, just to show that you actually care about your player base. Nothing crazy. I think I read that wrong. It didn't come out the way the person meant. What they're trying to say is, you know, why you're doing all this nonsense, releasing new characters like stupid pirates that nobody care about. You know, you could put some love into existing characters. That's what they were doing when Omicrons came out. They were regularly putting an Omicron update on older characters, and then it kind of stopped. They went crazy with releasing new characters all the time, so now they didn't have time to worry about existing characters, and then the new characters got all the Omicrons, and the existing ones they just forgot about. Like, well, yep, you're gonna just still have nothing. The release order of these pirates is absolutely insane. Whoever planned this should be fired, if you ask me. The ideal team leader for Quiggled, Kix, and Athano, who were designed to fit her team, need to wait 4 months till they unlock their full potential. This is stupid on so many levels I can't even comprehend it. Also, who is character number 5? Original Hondo, Sana, or Emphas Nest? Is one of them going to get a touch-up? What is this? If you spent money on the new characters, you cannot get the best of them for the first 4 months. Athano even longer, even almost 5 months. What are you guys doing? I do agree. First off, they claim in this, I guess it was in the developer's insights portion, that Maz is the recommended leader for these characters that they have been releasing. So if that's the case, why the F is she a Conquest character that we have to wait longer for? These other characters, like he said, can't reach their full potential because they don't have their proper leader until Conquest happens and you can actually unlock her from Conquest? That's ridiculous. And that's only if you pay money and all. I mean, I guess if you had the other characters beefed up enough, you paid money for them too. But, you know, I'm just saying, if you're free to play, you gotta wait even longer to be able to get your proper leader. Second is, I asked that same question, who's supposed to be character number 5? So in the Developers Insights portion, that's where they tell you the teams that they recommend. They have one for GL Hondo and one for Maz, and they're both 4-man teams. And I said, who the F is supposed to be the 5th character? Why are you only building 4-man teams? And, yeah, I did hear, if I recall correctly, I hear that Enfys was supposed to get the pirate tag. She might even have the pirate tag, for all I know, currently. But that is a good question. Are they going to get touched up so they have actual synergy other than just a tag? You know what I mean? They should have a little tiny bit of something that makes them synergetic other than a tag. I mean, I guess that tag would allow them to have synergy with, like, a pirate leader ability, but otherwise, if that's it, that's kind of weak. But yeah, CG's just stupid, and that's kind of why, like I said in my, I think it was my developers, no, it was on the video about the recent update to how the leveling up and stuff's gonna work. I was like, I wonder if this game's going out of business soon, and who knows? You know, with how this is too, terrible planning. It's like you got other things on their mind, like, uh-oh, we need to get our financials in order, hopefully, because otherwise we're gonna have to shut down. Anyways, GL Hondo confirmed to be coming in less than 3 months. Okay, that's still a long time away. Geez, it's July as of now. August, September, October. So you're talking about October it'll finally come out? Damn! It's kind of crazy. I mean, right now it's midsummer. Dog days of summer. July. And October, that's Halloween. So this is going to come out around Halloween. And we've heard about Hondo since what? Since last month? Since June? Maybe even before then? Makes it even more crazy when you put that context in. Anyways, this is weird, but Maz Kanata, apparently a pirate, apparently she's unaligned force user, and she's a scoundrel and all this other nonsense. Not what I would have ever guessed from what I saw of her in the movie, but alright. Anyways, kit reveal. That's all I got for now, so thanks for checking this out with me, and until next time, I said see ya.